Hi, I'm Tina Garrison.
And I'm Ben Garrison.
And welcome. I'm glad you remembered your last name, Ben. Yeah. And welcome to our Friday the 13th cartoon commentary.
Bad luck toon talk.
Bad luck cartoon talk today. So let's get started right away. And we're going to start off with Kamala. I do not flip-flop as she flip-flops.
Yeah, I think this was done after the interview with, what was it, 18 minutes?
It was 18 minutes long out of 41. They cut it to 18, and she had the interview
with... She had to bring her goon with her.
Yeah, she brought her emotional support pet, Tim Tampon Waltz, and was interviewed by Dana, was it Dana Bash?
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Yeah, and she said, well, I forgot his name. Bash. It's hard to forget her name. Okay, what a last name she has.
I know.
But this is, she kept saying that she hasn't changed and she still
has the same values.
Has the same values,
blah,
the same
blah,
Marxist
blah.
values, blah, blah, yeah. But at the same time, she's flip-flopping and adopting some of Trump's
policies.
Yeah, well, such as what?
No tax on tips, secure border, and on and on. But the funny thing is about Kamala, she keeps saying she doesn't flip-flop, and then Bernie Sanders in an interview spilled the beans and said, well, she's just going to do whatever it takes and say whatever it takes just to get elected. So if she does get elected, expect none of that to happen, and she'll go right back to her Marxist policies.
Yeah.
So
moving on,
and this country will not ever recover if we have another 4 years of Biden and Kamala. And I say Biden because Obama. And I say Biden because
I said moving on.
Well, we're not moving on yet because I want to make a point.
Oh, you're the boss. I get it.
Yeah. Kamala Biden, that's her new name, because everything, they even copied Biden's website and pasted it into her website, and then the code said, oh, get Joe Biden reelected or something like that. So moving on.
Yes. We have a lot of cartoons, Tina. Let's move on.
Moving on to Brazil.
Yeah, this one was an idea I had based on the flag, because they have a motto going across the globe with the southern stars, and I pictured that Marxist judge grabbing the flag and zipping up the mouth of the Brazilian people, so to speak, because he doesn't want to allow them access to X or
any freedom of speech.
Musk satellite. So this is what Marxists do. They clamp down on freedom of speech, and this is what the Marxists have already done in our country with Google and Facebook, and they all stifled our free speech. And Zuckerberg is starting to feel like he made a mistake, but that doesn't mean he won't do it again. He's just trying to play it. He is trying to pretend he's on the good side. He wants to stay on the good side.
He's straddling the fence, basically.
But Musk isn't like that. Musk is actually, and I have my doubts about him, but he really does seem to be championing free speech. Unfortunately for the people of Brazil, they've got taken over they had their election stolen. It's similar to America. They stole it from Bolsonaro, and this is what they're getting. This is what you get under Marxism.
Yep.
You get tyranny.
Yep.
Tyranny and silence.
And they always steal elections because they can't win,
Right. But this guy looks really ghoulish. I mean, I could have done another cartoon or two about him.
He looks like Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I've never seen a single Harry Potter movie, and I've never read the book, so all that stuff is Greek to me.
Well, moving on is my tune, which is Mike Pence came out and said he's not endorsing or voting for President Trump. Well, I was thinking, along with millions of others, who cares? No one cares what Mike Judas Pence says. So he's just a irrelevant afterthought and it's gone into the dustbin of history basically because he turned into a Judas and a traitor.
But he represents all of the rhino Republicans who stabbed Trump in the back, including, I like to call him the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Karl Rove, who really despises Trump. But also we have Romney and Cheney. Oh, Cheney. Oh, what a beast.
He endorsed
Yeah, he
Kamala.
actually endorses Kamala. What does that tell you?
Yeah, exactly.
He never, ever harbored any real, truly conservative values. He fooled everybody in Wyoming.
But isn't that funny?
He showed up in D.C. and he's just turned into a tyrant. And he along with Rumsfeld helped. They were involved with 911.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the Democrats and all their minions are championing Dick Cheney like he's so great now.
No, they're not. I don't think so. I mean, do you want him
endorsing Kamala? Oh, look, another Republican endorsed Kamala. But yet, 25 years ago or whatever, he was being called a war criminal, and they hated him. So that just goes to show that he's part of the Uniparty.
I bet the Bushes are voting for
George Bush hasn't come out and endorsed her yet,
but he's going to vote for Kamala too.
Yeah, he will too. Anyways, moving on. This one's similar. Biden to the rescue.
No, this one's not similar to the last one. This one shows Biden coming back to help Kamala, and he was a disaster. When he gets off of the teleprompter, there's no telling what he might say. He started going on about how his uncle was in the Union and some dead bodies, or I forgot what he said now, but it was just bizarre stuff that didn't help Kamala at all. And that leads us to the next cartoon, which is Kamala is trying to shake him off, because I think it hurts. Kamala is stuck with Biden's legacy. She's part of Biden's policies, but she's trying to shake him off. In actuality, it would be better for her if she was running against, if Trump had done all the Biden stuff. So she pretends that Trump did everything, all the bad stuff that Biden did. Isn't it weird? But she can't really shake off the burden that is Biden.
And of course, she's still vice president right now in the Biden administration. So everything she keeps saying, we can't go backwards, we have to move forward. What's she running from, her own record?
Right. Well, she actually blamed Trump for Afghanistan. That's how far she's going.
Yeah, it's all
But
lies.
if all these things that she's saying that should be done, they had 4 years, why didn't they do them? Well, no, they just destroyed America. And if she gets in for another Obama-Biden term, well, that's probably going to be the end of America if she gets elected. And they're going to try their damnedest to steal it.
But they won't, because the Red, White, and Blues Brothers are coming to the rescue. They're on a mission from God.
Oh, we moved on.
And right under your nose, this was just some fun idea with Trump and Vance as the Blues Brothers, and we came up with the Red, White, and Blues Brothers.
The reasoning behind this cartoon was all the Democrat and all the leftist
because of the musicians,
wanted to take the music away, and I had thought, well, let's have Trump as singing the blues. So why don't I make him the Blues Brothers? So with Vance, but I wanted to call them the Red, White, and Blues Brothers. So it's all based on the title, really. It's kind of a silly idea, but it's based on the title, the Red, White, and Blues Brothers. And it ties into the music that they're trying to take away from Trump.
All the washed up has-been musicians like the Foo Fighters.
They should be happy that their music is
being
getting such a wide audience. But
to a younger audience too. So moving on, and then there was a sad note this week when James Earl Jones passed. He was, I think, 86 or 84 or something like that, and he was the voice of Darth Vader, and he was the iconic voice of "This is CNN." I think you would remember that. And he was in a lot of different movies, and he's a great voice talent and a great actor. So we wanted to do a little tribute to James Earl Jones.
Yeah, Star Wars really, the bad guy was one of the best bad guys ever, Darth Vader. And even though Jones never acted on the set, that voice was so distinctive that made the whole series right there. I mean, Star Wars wouldn't have existed, really. It wouldn't have been nearly as good without James Earl Jones' voice as Darth Vader. No, I am your father.
Yeah, who could forget that? That's like one of the greatest lines in movie history. So moving on, we just had the ABC so-called presidential debate. It was basically 3 against 1. The moderators were so busy debating Trump and calling him horrible that Kamala was just sitting there putting her chin in the air the whole time.
Yeah, I was furious. I drew this right after the debate. And I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, considering I did it right after the debate, and I drew it in about 3 hours or so. I had this idea of the moderators throwing the old-fashioned rotten lettuce and rotten tomatoes at Trump, while Harris sits back and laughs and makes faces. The whole thing on ABC was planned to take down Trump. You know, I think, Tina, you said the CNN debate was designed to take out Biden because he wouldn't leave, and they wanted him to leave. That's why they gave him a fair debate to just make Biden look bad, and
right.
He did look bad, and that was their reason for getting rid of him.
Right.
Opposite case here. They gave her, I'm sure if she had all the questions, she had 15 days to practice, but they also did this split screen thing throughout, so they could show Kamala making all these mugs and shaking her head and doing all kinds of gesticulations. Those were all planned too. So if she did win, she won on style and just the overall impression that she was confident. That's what they wanted. And she baited Trump and tried to rattle him. But Trump had all the policy questions down. She had nothing, except it's all form and no substance. And Trump had the substance.
And Trump had all the great sound bites, that people would see and they'd play over. And basically all her sound bites were just mugging and licking her lips and smacking her lips and sticking her chin out. So after the debate, now that it's been a little while and people are thinking about it, and we agree that Trump did win the debate. And the biggest loser of this debate is not Harris, but ABC. They proved to the American people that they will not give any candidate like Trump a fair shake.
Well, they're associated with Disney, and they're totally far left. And you notice the set, Tina, was all blue.
Yeah.
There's no Republican red at all, except for Trump's tie.
Yeah, it was all blue, Democrat blue, and we found out, and I can't remember her name, but the person that set up this debate and was sort of like in charge was Kamala Harris's sorority sister, besties with Kamala, and she even donated like $10,000 to Kamala's campaign. So it was like a rigged debate from the beginning, something that we sort of knew going into it, no matter what happened, they're going to say Kamala won.
Yeah, I think Trump is wise not to have any
more.
Pointless.
What's the point of going up,
And they're not going to allow any kind of fair and unbiased format, so what's the point?
Although I think Trump should do another town hall with Elon Musk and on X, and they should invite Kamala to it. She
won't show up.
She wouldn't show up, but then wouldn't that be something?
Well, she's like Biden. She's incapable of extemporaneous conversations. If she starts that, then she sort of degrades into the word salads and the burdened and unburdened past and all this other stuff that she
and the crazy accents, like the 4 different accents that she comes up with.
Right. She's hopeless, just as Biden was hopeless in a different way.
Right. So we're going to move on to the last cartoon, which is the Lyin, the MAGA Lion, and the Lyin. Kamala, the Lyin.
This is pretty silly. Tina, you talk about this one.
I like this one because
Tina wanted me to draw it because I came up with this. It was my idea.
It was my idea too. So
I told you Lyin and Lion.
Yours.
Just based on that.
Yeah.
And then you told me, why don't you draw Trump as a lion? And okay, but I didn't want to do it.
Okay, see. Dude, my ideas, no.
I told Tina after this, I said, if you want to draw something like this, I'm not going to do it. You do it.
It's good. Yes. I like it. It's a great cartoon. That's how we're going to end it
It's not
today.
exactly one I would keep. It's not a keeper.
It's a keeper for me.
It's a little fish. You throw it back.
I like it. I like lions. So anyways, we want to thank you for watching the video and taking your time to watch and supporting us. And I just want to mention we have a sale going on right now with some really great prints. In fact, we have the limited edition signed print of the Red, White, and Blues Brothers, 50% off. And there'll be a link in below the video. I'll put a link out there for the sale. And we also have the rolling up their sleeves, working for America with Vance, Trump, and RFK Jr. We have that one on sale, 50% off. Limited edition posters, only 100 will be printed, and it's signed and numbered by Ben. So if you're interested in those, just check below the video, and you'll see the links. So on that note, we're going to say goodbye. Enjoy your Friday the 13th. Watch out for black cats or lions. And we'll see you next week with another great cartoon commentary. Take care and see you next time. Hey, this is Tina, and I want to thank you for watching our videos here on Rumble. And also for your support of me and Ben. And I want to remind you to make sure you subscribe, like, and follow our channel here. And also go to gurgraphics.com and sign up for our newsletter. That way you won't miss any future videos and you won't miss any cartoons. Heavens, you don't want to do that. So look at the description of the video. You'll find links. We also have a fundraiser on givesendgo for Ben to help him out. And we also have a link to our store. So remember, keep the faith. Enjoy the show and stay strong because you know what? We're going to win in the end. Never forget that and never surrender. Thank you and see you next week for a brand new episode of Cartoon Commentary.